everybody, this is Chad from Stick's blog. I'm Stick, and today I want to talk to you about my bear bagging system. Now recently, this is what I've been using as a bear bagging system. This is some 3mm PMI rope. This weighs about 3.7 ounces. I've been using this S-beaner here. This thing weighs just a little bit over 1 ounce, but it's good up to 75 pounds. And then I've been using this dry sack here, this OR dry sack. This is a 15-liter dry sack. And as you can see, it's pretty big. It holds a lot of food. And this weighs about 2.6 ounces. Now all this together weighs about 7.5, 8 ounces, somewhere around there. So as most of you may know, I've been trying to get my pack weight and everything lighter. So I set out to try and find some things that were just a little bit lighter, but were still just as effective. So I went around looking on some sites and stuff, and what I ended up doing was going to ZPacks.com and ordering a couple of items. What I got here to replace all this as a bear bagging system now is this. This entire system here that I've got weighs 1.8 ounces, so I've dropped right at 6 ounces of weight just on my bear bagging system. And in my opinion, the items that I've got in here are just as effective as the items that I was using. The only difference is they pack smaller and they of course weigh less, so big plus there. Of course they did cost a little bit of money, but in my opinion it wasn't really that bad. So what I'll start out with is the sack that it's in. This is actually a make your own gear. I made this last night just out of some extra Silnylon I had laying around. I used just a little piece of cord run through the top, and then I have just a little cord lock on the top that cinches it closed. Now of course I'll use this to store the items in when I'm not using it, but I'll also use it whenever I get ready to throw my bear bag. I'll use it as a rock sack. The weight on this, just this Silnylon bag here, is 0.1 ounces. It's 4 inches wide and it's 6 inches tall. And you can see it's not very thick. So at 0.1 ounces, that's not too bad. Plus it was make your own gear, so it was free, pretty much. The next items that I have, this carabiner here I used, I'm replacing my other carabiner with. This carabiner is the ZPacks Mini B carabiner. It only weighs 0.1 ounces. It's about 1 5/8 inches wide this way and about 1 inch wide this way, and it has a diameter of about 1/8 of an inch. Now this thing, like I say, it only weighs 0.1 ounces, so it knocked off a huge amount of weight off of that one. According to ZPacks.com, this thing is strong enough to handle any backpacking situation that you might encounter other than holding human weight. As you can see, it's not very big, so I wouldn't want to trust that holding my weight up anyway. Now of course what it's attached to here, this is some 1.4mm Dyneema braided Z-line. It's got a slick coating on it so that it'll help, it'll slide over the branches very easily. Now this is 50 foot of it according to the little cardboard piece that it was wrapped on. I didn't unwind it and measure it myself. It's a lot of rope, I will say that though. But this, on my scales, for this amount of rope, weighs 0.7 ounces. So as you can see, the rope that I'm swapping for, not only is it much smaller, but it weighs much less. This was 3.7 ounces, this is 0.7 ounces. Now moving on along, as far as my food bag, what I ended up going with, I will say this, traditionally for a food bag you want something that's got a roll top closure on it, just simply because it'll help keep water out in case it rains. I didn't go that route. I'll have to do some figuring to see about what I'm going to do as far as keeping water out, but most of my items, or pretty much all of my items that are inside my food bag, are going to be in a Ziploc bag anyway, so it's not that much of a concern to me. But anyway, what I ended up going with was the large Blast food bag from ZPacks.com. Now one thing that drew my attention to this bag was the shape. I didn't really want I didn't want to get another bag that was like this, long and rectangular. I was trying to think of something that would be more of a shape like this, because in my opinion I can put all my food in here, I can cinch it all down, and once I cinch it down it'll kind of almost fit inside my pack perfectly. I haven't actually applied that application yet, so I don't know how it's going to actually do, but I think that it's going to do fine. So anyway, as you can see, it's a pretty large bag. It's going to hold plenty of food. According to the ZPacks site, This will hold about 5 to 7 days worth of food, but that depends on what you bring. As far as specs on this bag weighs I gotta look, 0.8 ounces. So it's much lighter than this 2.6 ounce bag. Whenever it's opened up, it's 15 inches tall. It's 11 inches wide this way, and then as far as wide this way, it's 5 inches. So it's a very large bag. It's made out of the 1.46 ounce per square yard Cuben fiber, so it's a pretty heavy duty material. It's not likely going to rip real easy. But anyway, the top of it, like I say, I didn't get the roll top closure. The top of this simply closes with just a cinch and a cord lock. So anyway, that's my new bear bagging system. I think altogether for this, for the line, and for the carabiner there, I paid about $37 with shipping. So that's not bad at all. I'm very happy with what I got, and I'm very happy that I dropped a little more weight. So anyway, that's my bear bagging system. I appreciate you watching. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below and I'll see what I can do to answer it. Thanks for watching.